Tommy always says that I was mean the first time we met.
Very mean.
We met in 2009. I threw a surprise party for my best friend Shannon, and Tommy came with a friend of his who was a mutual friend of ours, I guess, but we had never met through her before. And anyways, throughout the evening we were chatting a bit, and I had a motorcycle at the time, Tommy had a motorcycle at the time, so he asked me if I wanted to go for a coffee, go for a ride on the motorcycle, and I pretty much
Ignored me.
said no by ignoring the question.
She didn't acknowledge my existence the whole night. I wasn't even there apparently. She forgets it all, you know, that sort of thing.
But anyways, then friends of ours, well, a friend of mine, Natasha, she's one of the bridesmaids actually in our wedding. Her and her fiance bought Tommy's mom's old house, and they were really good friends. And then when I guess they had a housewarming party, Tommy walked in the door, and I said, "Oh, I know you somehow through somebody or whatever." And then
I'm surprised you remembered me.
And then that's it, really. So, and here we are today.
I don't know, just kind of one of those things you just knew when you seen it. It was like, seeing her one day and I was like, I don't know, it's hard to say, you just knew. Like if you've never been in a situation, you can't really explain it until you just one day you're like, yeah, that's it, that's the one. I don't know, what you think?
Yeah, same thing. I think well, obviously I wasn't very nice when we first met, but...
She wasn't the one then.
But then when I guess we went out a few times, went for coffee, went for booster juice sometimes, it just, I don't know, it just clicked, and same sort of thing, just knew that
you can tell when it's right.
Yeah. Last year, in April on our cruise, that's when Tommy proposed. We were in the Bahamas, actually just back from a day out shopping and that sort of stuff, and we came back and Tommy proposed on the balcony.
It was a little bit better than that. We were on the balcony of the boat and we were looking out, and Crystal was like, "Oh, look how..." I was like standing like here basically, and she was like, "Look at the water, how blue it is out there," and I had the ring in my hand, I put it around this way. I said, "Oh yeah, look at the water over there," and she turned, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
A bit more than he proposed on the balcony. No credit at all.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I know I was looking for somebody obviously that was caring and kind and
hot,
attractive, obviously. But when I met Tommy, there was, well, not when I met him, I guess, but when we first started dating, there were certain things that he would do and remember, and just do certain things that I had said, or you know, I'd want that to happen or whatever. But I don't know, just all kinds of things, really. You can't just say certain things.
When I was younger, I don't know why, but I always said that I want to have a nurse. I don't know what it is, like nothing, no sort of like fantasy or nothing. It was just like I always thought I'd be with a nurse, and just I guess it had to work out that way.
I'm a nurse. Tommy always, well, he has a bad immune system, so I'm gonna make fun of that a little bit. So it gets colds quite often, and the man flu, I call it. He gets, you know,
all the time. I'm sick right now.
Every month. So one time I was at work, and he actually texted me and said, you know, "Oh, I'm so sick, I'm at home," and he was off that day. I don't know if it was a weekend or if you were off sick. And he actually asked me to come home from work where I was working a 12-hour shift and obviously can't leave, to come home and close the drapes for him because he didn't want to get out of bed. So that's a funny story that I have, but
Did you come home?
no,
Oh,
I did
sure.
not go home.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
That didn't happen. And I was lying on the couch and I was like wrapped up in a blanket. And I said, Crystal, come here, I love you, come here. She was like, what do you want? I was like, no, just come here, I want to give you a kiss. And she gave me a kiss and I was like, here, get your remote for me. And it was literally like from me to Crystal away. Like it was so close. She wasn't really happy. But she knew it, she knew what was going on, but she still fell for it.
Your torments, Neela.
I think I'm really excited to be standing at the front of the altar and like to see the doors open and have her like the music playing or whatever, and then her walk in. You know, so much hype with this dress. I haven't seen it yet, and whenever her phone is around, oh look at my phone, there's pictures of my dress. So it'd be nice to see what her dress looks like, and her in it, obviously.
I'm most excited, I think, to be able to, after we say our vows and all that kind of stuff, actually be able to say
The
he's
wife.
my husband and I'm his wife and that sort of stuff, and to actually be introduced as Mrs. Connors and take his last name.
And then one of the boys asked me if he wanted to hang out. Like, I got to ask the wife first. I can actually mean it, I guess, right?
You can mean it then.
Yeah. And the party. The party's going to be good. I think so. Better be. Groomsmen, it better be.
You want to answer a question?
No. Sorry, let me fly. Ah! Ah! Sorry. Okay.